Welcome everyone. I'm Jamal Ayour. I'm a professor of food science and technology in university. In this chapter, I will present my document about food preservation, safety, and quality management. First section is an introduction to food preservation and safety and quality in general, with generality in Europe. About Europe, Europe has one of the most advanced and rigorously enforced food safety systems in the world. This system is well harmonized between Europe with regulation and specialized institutions such as European Food Safety Authority, EFSA. European food policies aims to protect consumer health, ensure transparency and guarantee full traceability across the supply chain, from raw materials to finished product. High standards are regarded as essential to maintain public trust in the European food market with compliance with regulatory applied and food chain and quality of finished product. Food safety is seen not only as a public health requirement, but also as fundamental economic and social pillar. About importance of this food preservation, not just in Europe, but in general, there is different advantage about for this preservation technology with advanced technique. Food preservation aims primarily to slow, prevent biological, chemical, physical deterioration process, such as bacteria, microorganisms, and different biological or chemical pathogens. In Europe, preservation also supports the reduction of food loss and waste, which is a major objective of Europe Green Deal and Farm of Fork strategy. Both traditional and modern preservation technology coexist with synergical between different groups to guarantee year-round food availability and create this food safety for the population. Preservation is closely linked to food safety as it prevents the growth of harmful microorganisms. It also ensures the rotation of nutritional quality throughout the product's uh, life cycle in general. About third point is about regulation and framework in general, but especially for Europe. I will talk about regulation in EC, often EC in Europe from 2002, often described as the cornerstone and as the base for European food legislation. This regulation establishes the principle of precaution risk analysis and mandatory traceability, as you can found and in the regulation framework and of the document of specific of this regulation. A- FC provides independent scientific advice to guide policy decisions, and the member states are responsible for implementing harmonized official control systems to enforce these rules. Together, these elements ensure a high level of consumer protection within the Europe. About the preservation technology and this vision to develop a new idea, it is very important to develop the proper storage technique, the existing proper storage, and then with packaging, and then talking about the new technology. Uh, about this proper storage, optimal storage conditions such as temperature, humidity, and light control are essential to prevent microbial growth and maintain food quality. Raw materials require specific environmental such as refrigeration between 0 degree to 4 degrees for fresh foods and oint. uh, 18 degrees for frozen product. That is a food technology based on temperature. However, for packaging acts as protective barriers limiting exposure to oxygen, moisture, and physical damage while extending shelf life of the product. Such as there is a lot of research about this technology about this question of extending shelf life of the product. Advanced technology like MAP, vacuum sealing, and active packaging ensures preservation and slow deterioration of product. Real-time monitoring systems such as Leo sensors or alert allows rapid adjustments to storage conditions, reducing losses and ensuring compliance with safety standards. This storage condition and packaging technology based on the principle of traceability system. Traceability is very important. It's mandatory for all food business operator within the European Union. It enables the identification of the origin, composition, and processing stage of every food. Traceability significantly strengthened the Europe capacity to manage food crises rapidly and effectively. There is a lot of research, as I said, about this vision of develop new technology, such as digital technology, such as blockchain and centralized databases, ensures accuracy and transparency of, between manufacturer with end consumer. These tools help ensure that product recalls are carried out quickly to protect consumers. An important role for EFSA in Europe, the European Food Safety Authority plays a central role in food risk assessment and different axes, an axis of control, of quality, of research, of create transparency between different actors. It provides independent scientific opinion that supports your regulatory decisions. If they evaluates microbiological, chemical, nutritional, and environmental risks, it conducts research and surveillance to detect emerging hazards in the food chain. Its mission is to ensure that all food-related policies are based on reliable scientific evidence and reliable scientific and sometimes clinical evidence to improve different process and this transparency between different actors applied in food science and technology. About the farm and fork strategy, farm and fork strategy aims to create a more sustainable and resilient European food system. It focuses on reducing food waste, improving nutritional quality, and strengthening food safety. The strategy promotes innovation to reduce the use of additive energy and natural resource and food processing. It encourages an integrated wall chain approach linking producers, processors, distributors, and consumers. It also prioritizes the development of sustainability and smart packaging technology with the based in scientific and technical proofs and evidence. About innovation in Europe in this area, it's very important to indicate that Europe invests heavily in food innovation throughout programs like Horizon Europe and Prima programs. This investment support advances in preservation technologies such as high pressure processing, pulsed electrical fields, different technology based on and micro-ondes and based on AI technologies. Key priorities include energy efficiency, nutrient retention, and improved product stability. Modernizing industrial equipment is essential for maintaining competitiveness within the global market. And for startups, research institutes and universities typically contribute to those technology development for on different side. From my part, for example, I work as a professor and in a laboratory of development of a new technology of extraction and of bioactive compound in university, and from my side to improve the optimization, the extraction of a bioactive compound from fruit, from vegetable, sometime from waste food of the food or of the vegetables, and this valorization with the valorization technology that are development new technology in this area. About the side of economic importance of the agri-food sectors is very important to talk about this part. The agri-food sectors is one of Europe's largest industry, generating millions of jobs across the continent. Strong food safety and quality standards ensure the international competitiveness of European products. European exports benefit greatly from the global trust placed in Europe regulatory systems. Effective preservation reduce losses along supply chain improvement, overall efficiency. And about this innovation in food technology also supports the diversification of market and product category, which create new product, which create new technology, new models, new prototype, and encouraging competitiveness between different actors. About consumer expectation in Europe, it's very important to see that it an actor very important in Europe. European consumers increasingly prefer fresh, local, and minimal processed foods. That is tendency for the use of the food in general. They are highly attentive to ingredients lists, label and production methods. This trend drives industry to adopt milder, more natural preservation technique without use of synthetic or chemical ingredients, and encouraging the use of bioactive extract from natural products. Quality labels such as PGO and PGE significant influence purchases and decision for each area. Transparency is essential to maintain consumer trust in food products and guarantee of the quality of the finished product. Uh, About challenge for food safety, there is a lot of challenge, such as climatic changes, is altering microbial and chemical risks across the European food landscape, globalized supply chains, increased complexity of monitoring and risk assessment. And the COVID, for example, COVID-19 pandemic revealed vulnerability on logistic and supply continuity. Environmental contaminant pose growing challenge to food quality and safety. Surveillance systems must constantly evolve to detect emerging risk. There is a lot of challenge for this area, and it's very important to develop research, to develop solution, to develop new technology, advanced technology for this for giving for this type of foods. About interaction between safety and sustainability, it's very important to create a synergical reaction between two parts. Food safety and sustainability must be aligned rather than treated as competing priority. Technology must reduce its environmental impact while advancing product stability and safety. Energy efficient preservation process are essential to achieve an European climate objective. Reducing waste at all stages of the food chain is a core priority of European environmental policy and it's a tendency acts for this type of activity. Innovation is the key to ensuring that sustainability does not compromise safety. That is very important. About role of European member states, each member state is responsible for enforcing Europe food safety legislation within is a priority for each content. National authorities carry out official controls on farms, factories, and distribution chains. These controls include inspection, sampling, laboratory testing, and certification. Member states work closely with uh, the European Commission throughout harmonized procedure. This cooperative model ensures uniform food safety standard across Europe. About training and competency, it's very important to indicate that food industry professionals must be trained in a good hygiene practice and application of hazard analysis, critical control point method, HACCP principles. Continuous training improves hazard detection of different damage, of different risks, biological, chemicals, and physical uh, risks, and strengthen production management. The adoption of new technology requires uh, up, upskilling across entire workforce. Several all Europe and initiatives support lifelong learning in food safety and quality. Competent are uh, personnel are essential for maintaining the integrity of the food supply chain. About influence of international standards, the European Union aligns with Codex Alimentarius principles to facilitate global trade and for you agree, agreement requires scientific justification for sanitary and phytosanitary measures with respecting the standard measures for each product or for each specific area. ISO standards help harmonize quality and safety practice across the agri-foods industry. How about all this ingredient? How However, this international frameworks reinforced credibility of European product abroad. They also helps harmonize cross-border inspection and certification system that guaranteed quality, transparency, conformity of each industry, of each actor regarding his product between manufacturer and consumer. About surveillance systems, the rapid alert systems for food and feed RICFF is one of the most advanced alert network in the world. It also member states to immediately share information about detected for risks, notification, trigger, rapid recalls, and corrective actions to protect consumers. The system prevents contaminated product from circulating across borders. RASFF significantly strengthens consumer safety and trust within the Europe. That is an introduction of some example of new development technology, innovation technology in this area. About long-term European vision for food systems, the European aims to build a food system that is sustainable, climate resilient, and technology innovative, reducing food waste by 50% by 2030 is a key strategy objective. Digital and ecological transition from backbones of future agri-food policies. Producers would be encouraged to adopt low-impact technology and recyclable packaging. And the final point is about innovation will remain crucial for ensuring competitiveness and consumer confidence. About digital, in this introduction, the objective is to introduce some models, some technology, some examples, and in different part of the chapter, we have to develop each technology with some more details. For this digital transformation and this innovation vision, digital technology are reshaping food safety monitoring across Europe lot. For example, IoT sensors enable continuous measurement critical parameters such as temperature and humidity. Artificial intelligence improves predictive models for microbial growth and shelf life estimation. We That's it's the tendency. It's a new research, a new references. We have include all this information and the report of course we have all this with example with the last references, last technology, last articles are included in this document and especially in the based document. Blockchain ensures transparency between create and tamper-proof digital food records. This transformation is redefining how food preservation and quality assurance are managed. About this first introduction, the objective is to introduce a different the existing situation and then the vision of you of this of food safety technology of in general in Europe. Europe's food preservation and safety systems is robust and scientifically grounded. The integrated approach combines regulatory control with scientific innovation. Strong harmonization ensures consistent protection across all European member states. Emerging risks require continuous adaptation and investment in research. Consumer confidence depends on consistent improvement of technology and regulation. For the second part of this second section, the next section will analyze the mechanism of food spoilage and deterioration to we observe is and if we not respect condition of storage of packaging and it's really important to talk about this deterioration, this food spoilage that depend of condition of storage in general. Understanding this mechanism is essential to select an appropriate preservation methods. Spoilage can be microbial, enzymatic or chemical or physical and natural product. European research institutions dedicated significant work to studying this process. This knowledge forms the scientific foundation for modern preservation technology. About the scientific outlook for this research, many scientific has developed articles, conferences about this vision. Researchers in Europe plays a key role in advancing knowledge related to food quality and stability. Horizon Europe project support innovation in this area. Public-private partnership accelerate the development of new preservation. Scientific infrastructure such as Metro Food Array provide high quality data for research and industry. There is a lot of platforms that give that indicated this vision of development of advancing in this area. The scientific initiative contribute to continuous strengthening of Europe food safety policies. Thank you for your presentation. Thank you for your presence.